The poor, quiet girl we used to laugh at became our boss overnight. And the moment she walked into the office, nobody spoke. She didn't smile. She didn't greet anyone. She just stood there, staring at us one by one, like she was memorizing our faces. That's when my stomach dropped. She wasn't here to celebrate. She was here to remember. The morning she walked into the office wearing that navy blue suit, none of us recognized her at first. She didn't smile. She didn't greet anyone. She just stood there, slowly looking around the room at our faces, our desks, our frozen expressions, like she was counting something. Later, when it finally sank in, I realized something chilling. She didn't come to celebrate. She came to remember. When she first joined our company, nobody bothered to learn her name properly. Some people called her that quiet girl. Others just said, the new one. She dressed simply, plain blouses, flat shoes that looked worn, and the same handbag every single day. Her phone was old, the kind with a cracked screen and a weak battery that always needed charging. She arrived earlier than everyone else and left later. Yet somehow, she was always the one sent on errands. I beg, help me print this. Can you run downstairs and buy water? Since you're free, help us carry these files now. She never complained. That was the strange part. At lunch, while the rest of us gathered around talking about weddings, vacations, office gossip, she just sat alone with food she brought from home. Sometimes it was wrapped in foil, on other days it was nylon, sometimes it was bread and tea in a flask. We noticed, of course we noticed, and yes, we laughed at her. Not openly, not cruelly, but quietly, comfortably, the kind of laughter that hides behind smiles and whispers. I won't lie to you, I was part of it. I laughed at her too. It became normal to joke about her shoes, her lunch, her silence. Someone once said while laughing, imagine suffering like this and still working overtime. Another person said, some people don't have options. This job is her destiny. She heard everything. We knew she did. But she never reacted, never defended herself, never cried, never even changed. That made it easier. When people don't fight back, you start believing they deserve it. She was always polite, always respectful. She greeted everyone, even the ones who ignored her. Sometimes, when I caught her looking at us, her face was unreadable. She wasn't sad, she wasn't angry. She was just observant. I remember thinking once, why is this girl always watching? But I dismissed it. We all did. The change didn't happen suddenly, it came quietly. She stopped laughing along when jokes were made about her. She started listening more than she spoke. She began asking questions, not foolish ones, but precise, careful ones. Who approves department budgets? Who signs off on promotions? Who actually owns the parent company? These were some of the questions she would ask, but we joked about it. Why are you asking big questions? Relax. This is not your concern. She smiled politely and she nodded. Then one Monday, she didn't come to work. No call, no message, no explanation. Someone joked that she had probably quit. Another person said she was probably sick. By Wednesday, HR sent a general email. Please note that certain internal reviews are ongoing. Management will communicate updates soon. We all ignored it. We always ignored things that didn't concern us. The following Monday, at exactly 8:17 a.m., an email dropped into everyone's inbox. The subject line read, introducing our new managing director. I clicked it absent-mindedly until I saw the name. Her name. The same quiet girl, the same desk at the corner, the same one we mocked. How was she our new managing director? My chest tightened. Before anyone could speak, the office doors opened. It was like a movie. She walked in, not hurried, not nervous. She wore a tailored navy blue suit, her hair neatly pulled back. She looked composed, confident, different, but also exactly the same. She stood at the front of the room. Her hands were clasped lightly in front of her, and she looked around slowly. That was when I knew. She remembered us. Every laugh, every whisper, every look. She didn't introduce herself because she didn't need to. The changes started immediately. One person was transferred to another branch without explanation, another was placed under audits, another was suddenly let go due to restructuring, one by one, quietly, legally, perfectly documented. Meetings were recorded, emails were reviewed, performance logs resurfaced. The jokes that we made, the comments we typed, the emails we forwarded casually, everything had been saved. She had never raised her voice, never insulted anyone. She simply enforced standards. And somehow, those standards only exposed the people who had laughed the hardest. I stopped sleeping properly. Of course, so did others. We avoided her gaze when she passed, but she always looked straight ahead. She was calm, she was unbothered. It was only later that we learned the truth. She had never been poor. The poor, quiet girl we thought she wasn't. She had been placed there deliberately. The job was not beneath her. It was a cover, a test. She had been observing workplace culture, testing our ethics, identifying our behavior. The insults were not forgotten. They were recorded. She didn't climb to the top, someone whispered once. She arrived there quietly. It's been a few months and I still work there. Some of us do, but we speak differently now. Very differently. We treat people carefully, but it's too late to pretend we didn't know better. Because the truth is this: we mistook silence for weakness, and we mistook humility for helplessness. And the girl we mocked, she didn't seek revenge. She just let the system do what it was always meant to do. Wow, this brings us to the end of this story, family. Please make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, like the video, and also drop a comment. I need to hear from you. Please share this video with someone as well, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Bye, family.